Katie, and today I am going to be instructing you on how to make a pair of pants. And I have a McCall's pattern here, and it is number M6173. And you can get these at your local sewing store. And on the back of the patterns, it will tell you how to make, or what you need to make a pair of pants or anything that you're making. And it'll tell you like zippers, buttons, anything like that. And first of all, when you get your pattern out, it'll come in a big piece, and you have to cut your other pieces apart. And from there, we lay them out on our material. It comes in a big sheet like this, and you would cut it out. And it has a solid line and a dotted line. So there's two different sizes on here, and it'll tell you on here which one to cut out for the size that you need. Okay, so what I've done so far is I laid my pattern pieces down. I have not finished yet, but being I'm using a plaid material, you want to make sure that your plaids are going to line up when you sew them together. So you have to do a little more figuring which way your plaids are going to run and how you're going to do it. On your pattern pieces is a line, and you want to make sure it is straight on your material. And so I've run mine along a line on my pattern, or on my material, which was fairly easy since it's a plaid and has lines. Okay, so now I'm going to finish pinning them down, and then I'll be able to cut them out. I don't want my pattern to move once I start cutting. Okay, I have my pattern pieces all laid out, and I'm going to start cutting. This material ravels pretty easy, so I'm going to be using what they call a pinking shears to cut it. I have my pieces cut out, and now you have to mark them, so when you sew them together you know which pieces go where. And there's small dots on the pieces in different places to mark, so that's what I'm doing. And since my fabric is a dark fabric, I'm using a white pencil. Let's see. And this is only one piece that I needed on this, so I don't have to mark another one on the opposite side. And on these pieces also there is an arrow indent, and those need to be cut out so they'll match up when you cut or sew it together. It's just and this will be inside the seam line, so you'll never see it. We have to do the same with the other two pieces. And look for our marks. Okay, we have some up here. That's the only dots on here, but I have quite a few arrows that need to be cut out. And that's it for that one. Well, on these now we have two pieces. So what I do is I take a pin and I go through my holes where I marked them on the top side. And now I got my pin going through, so I know where to mark them on this other piece. And I mark them. Now that we have our patterns all cut out and marked, we'll be taking off the paper one piece at a time per the instructions. It'll tell you in your instructions that came with your packet where to start. My pattern starts with the front piece, and it'll tell me exactly where to sew between which notches and which mark, or how far I need to go down the side. And then you're ready to sew. Thank you for watching today. And if you're going to try to sew, I would recommend an easy pattern with a few pieces to start with and have fun with it. And now I am going to head off and do my sewing.